too much. I've not even had my dinner yet. This is my car, but it's also my campervan. And one of the biggest questions I get asked is, where do you go to the toilet? So this video is all about toileting, so if you're a bit easily offended, maybe skip this one. So whatever size your campervan, the question on everyone's minds is, where do you go to the toilet? This video is going to explore a number of toileting options, the pros and cons of each, and things to think about that you might not have considered. Number one, the size of your van. If you own or you're looking for a motorhome, you'll likely have a lovely separate bathroom with the privacy this gives, some even having a shower and sink. However, this will mean you have a larger van, sometimes making it more tricky to drive and park, especially if you're looking for a camper van that you can use as a daily drive. A smaller van offers ease of use as a daily vehicle, but does mean that you're likely weeing in front of your family. Unless, of course, you turf them out before you do your business. Dave's having a poo in the van, that's why I'm out here filming. Number two, how do you camp? If you use campsites, there's usually toilets on site, or you could get a toilet tent to situate a portaloo nearby outside your camper van. But if you like a free park up, this toilet tent isn't going to be an option. So you need to think about how this is going to work when you need the loo. Number three, how do you dispose of toilet waste? So some toileting options make it easier to dispose of your waste than others. I'll explore this in further detail later on in the video. Not too much detail, don't worry. Okay, so what are your options? So in this section I'm going to share from the most primitive to the most luxurious, along with pros and cons for each. Number one, dig a hole. It's as simple as that, and some people like to really get back to nature with this option. But if you do choose it, please use biodegradable toilet paper, or perhaps put the used toilet paper in a plastic bag for later disposal. Dig a hole away from a watercourse and ensure you bury your business properly, ideally 6 to 8 inches deep. This handy foldable spade is a nice option if this is your thing. Remember to wash your hands or use hand sanitizer afterwards, of course. Pros, loo with a view. Cons, you just know it's going to be raining when you need a number two. And if you're a middle-aged woman like me, then you're up 5 times in the night anyway, so that's not happening. There's a few more simple options, including a portable urinal for the men, and although to be fair, most blokes are just wee outside. This is a she-wee for the ladies. You can figure out how this works. So it works like a funnel. And I've seen a few Vanlifers connect the funnel section, this hasn't been used, don't worry, to the outside of the van, so that if you're camped in a wild area, you can simply stand up, you know, do your business, and it goes under the van into the ground. And you don't have to carry it around for days. The pros are it's easy and cheap, I'm talking a couple of quid. And the cons, of course, it's no good for number two. Number three option is a cassette toilet. Most people will be aware of these. They're toilets that come as a separate standalone unit or can be integrated into a campervan or caravan or motorhome. They fit in both small and larger campers. You get different sizes. For smaller campers, you can even get a nice cover for them that goes over the top so it looks like a seat when it's not in use. With these toilets, the top section is a toilet seat and the cavity is filled with fresh water and is used to flush away your business. And the bottom section, it kind of shuts it off and then your waste is mixed in the bottom section with a chemical added to help decompose the waste. Once full, this needs emptying at an Elson point, usually found on most campsites. The pros, they're small, they're cheap, they're comfy to use, and there's no smells pretty much as the waste is contained in the bottom section with something cutting it off. The cons are you need an Elson point to get rid of your waste, and this will make you heave. Just thinking about it, it's enough. Number 4 is a simple bucket toilet. I've used this. It's a very simple and cheap option. It is literally a bucket with a toilet seat and a lid. Some of these toilets even have the ability to fold away, although I'm not sure how practical this would be. In my particular toilet that I've got, the waste is mixed, and you can add a solution if you wish to try and reduce the smell, but on the whole it's a vile smell. So the pros are it's cheap, simple and comfy, great for a weekend or an emergency, and the cons are it stinks. And also when you open the lid you get to see the contents of what other people have done before you do your business. Oh, this is too much. I've not even had my dinner yet. So just before we move on to what I think is the best option for smaller vans particularly, could I take a few seconds to ask you to consider subscribing to our channel? It's completely free and really helps us to keep creating content. We don't just share things about toilets, we share our adventures in our T5 VW campervan along with product reviews and practical advice. And if you like this video, stick the thumbs up and please comment below, even just for comical value. Number 5 is of course the most luxurious toileting option when camping, and that is a composting toilet. Warning, I'm about to go into detail of how this works. This essentially separates your solids from your liquids, which reduces the smells and makes the disposal of waste easier. It is in fact the mixing of solid and liquid that causes the bad smells, so this kind of solves the problem. The seat usually has a hole for the wee at the front and a larger hole for poos at the back, so one does need to have a level of control to direct one's waste. I have done a review on the Blue Diamond composting toilet, the only downside to this being I cannot sit on the lid as it's just not strong enough to use as a seat, and it's rather uncomfortable to sit on if you're on it for a long time. It also looks like a toilet in your camper van. However, it is a good option and it's at a good price, but you could perhaps fit it into your build so that it can't be seen. I've done a full review video on this and I'll leave a link up here, or I'll link it in the description of this video. Now, after some more research, I have found what I consider to be the prettiest composting toilet loo from Trelino. This is both beautiful and sturdy. It's not been used yet, don't worry. It can be used as an additional seat in your campervan because the seat is strong enough, even to stand on, although they do advise, of course, you don't stand on it. You can get different coloured lids, different coloured bases. You can get white. Go and have a look at the website. They've got all different styles. They do a really small one which would probably fit under your rock and roll bed if you've got a small campervan. I wanted a good size one because, you know, it's just bending down to that, and I want it when the bed's down so that I can just sit on it. It does fit in between this seat and the bed. I'll show you now. So this one, you can get either a lid with hinges or you can get a lid with magnets. So this hasn't been used yet, don't worry. So this comes with 4 magnets. Now the reason I've done this is because, well, I don't want it looking like a toilet. It's not this high. I've got it on something so you can see because it's raining outside. But look, yes, that's the size of it against the size of my head. But yeah, I just think it's really nice and it's really sturdy, so you can sit on it, you could stand on it to do something to your pop top if you had to, although they do recommend, you know, it's not a stool. But it's great if you're camping and there's an extra person and you're just outside and you just need an extra seat. It doesn't look like a toilet, it's really sturdy, and when you sit on it, the seat is actually comfortable, unlike the Blue Diamond, which is very uncomfortable, digs into your bum. Don't like it. So I'll show you the inside. This is the same in all composting toilets. Show you the inside. Basically, you've got a back bucket that you put a plastic bag in, and then when you've done your business, you just add a little bit of sawdust, and it won't smell. I know you think it will, but it doesn't because it's not got liquids in it. And then the liquid goes into this separate carrier, which you could put in a, you know, like a plastic carrier bag and walk into your Tesco's and empty it into the toilet if you wanted to. So it just makes it a bit more discreet getting rid of it. This is the top. So there's a top, this goes on there. You lean forward and do your wee into this bit and back for your poo in that bit. You've got a problem if they both come out at once. Too much information, that, isn't it? So I am going to do a full video of this once I've used it for a while. So they've sent me this for free, and I'm like, nice one, thank you very much. I only asked for a discount code because I was going to do this video anyway, and I love this toilet. I just think it looks better than any of them. So they sent me this for free. I am going to do a full video, but I will give an honest review. So give us a few months of use, and I'll let you know what I think. Trelino have also given our viewers a promotional code which gives you £30 worth of extra goodies if you wish to buy one of their toilets. Now, I'm going to be honest, all composting toilets are expensive. They are an investment that for me offers full freedom to travel without the need for campsites, because you don't need an Elson point. I'll explain now. So the pros are the solid waste can be disposed of in a biodegradable bag in any public bin showing this sign, so the dog poo bins or anything with the dog poo sign. A green waste bag into a public bin. Liquid waste can be poured into any public toilet or natural bushes, of course away from a watercourse and with consideration for other people. So this means that you can travel for much longer periods without carrying this waste around. The cons are only the cost. It is a loo after all, and some composting toilets, some of them can cost over £1,000. So that's enough toilet talk for today. I can go and have my dinner now. But if you're building your camper van, I hope this video has helped you to think about your options for toileting. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up or a like, and comment below on what do you use. You can find links to all the items mentioned below in the description or on my Amazon shop. I'm an affiliate for Amazon, so you can go on there. Please share in the comments your views for toileting options, as it's really helpful for other people when you're trying to decide what works best. So until next time, happy toileting.